Welcome to North East News. I'm Mason Johnson, and these are the stories just for you this Friday, the 12th of December. In breaking news this afternoon, vandals have cut down Shotton Village's Christmas tree just hours after its light switch on. We spoke to Stephen Maitland, chairman of Shotton Residents Association, about the impact this act will have on the village community.
Wednesday night, 5 p.m, we actually had the Christmas tree light up. Everything went well. People went to the community centre for free food, etc. after it. Later on that night, I got a phone call at 22:11 that the tree had been felled, and I was quite shocked. I didn't believe it at the time, what I was told. Anyway, I had a look and it had been cut down. The tree itself has been planted for 10 years. It was 12 foot when I went in, it's now 20 feet. The tree was planted in the memory of all the people who lost their lives in Shotton in the First World War, in the Second World War, and ongoing conflicts. There's going to be two Facebook fundraising pages being set up as we speak. Two of our local businessmen have actually put a reward up for information linked to the convictions of the people who have done this. And in the new year, whatever finances come in, whatever funding comes in, we will be taking the old tree out and having a new one replanted in the new year. This has got to be done before March because we've got to plant it in the spring. Feel gutted. Like I said, I've been chairman of the Resident Association for about 14, 15 years. I feel totally gutted. It hurt us because it's like personal. I mean, my best mate's wife, who did a lot of the funding for it, she passed away 6 years ago. Then my partner passed away 5 years ago, who was involved with the funding of the tree. It's touched everybody because most people in the village have some kind of contact, emotion with the tree. It's not like an individual bit of damage that's being done to people, vandalism. It's much stronger.
It's such a huge travesty. It was only last September when the iconic Sycamore Gap tree was illegally cut down overnight. Let's hope justice is also served for the people who felled this Christmas tree. Good luck with your fundraising. Still, come this evening, with Christmas parties into full swing, how one drink too many could cost you your life. With the Tyne-and-Wear Derby happening this weekend, are bubbles the way forward? And Sunderland is having its esports arena built. And also it's the time. With that underway, first we learn about the dangers about drinking around the Christmas time.
We are now in the thick of the festive season, and along with it comes the yearly ritual of partying to excess. For some, this can mean eating lots of turkey and having fun, but for others, however, it means drinking lots of alcohol. This excess of alcohol sometimes can put us at a serious risk. Arguments often arise, and someone's life could potentially end. All it takes is one punch to the head. This issue has been highlighted by the One Punch campaign, who aim to spread awareness and bring an end to one-punch attacks and alcohol-related violence. Excessive drinking of alcohol can hinder decision-making, putting people in more confrontational situations than usual. A survey commissioned by DrinkAware found that 64% of drinkers intend to drink more in the Christmas season than usual. With more people consuming a higher amount of alcohol, a rise in alcohol-related violence isn't surprising, but how can we limit this impact? After I contacted them, Durham Constabulary sent us a statement which urges people to step back, think and walk away. If you are going out partying this Christmas and find yourself in a confrontation, remove yourself from the situation, because one punch is all it takes to ruin your life. Harvey Wren, North East News.
Stay safe this festive season, and if you or a loved one needs further help or information about struggles with alcohol overconsumption, visit drinkaware.co.uk. Now, let us enter the world of gaming for a minute, as Sunderland is getting its own professional esports arena. Tom Welsh has more.
Scene is receiving a new home right here in the North East located next to the iconic Stadium of Light. Aiming to open in early 2026, the new arena promises capacity of up to 250 people, with the capability to hold not just esports tournaments, as it is also designed for holding training sessions, private bookings and even music events. But what is esports? Esports is a competitive side of gaming, where the best of the best compete in games like Team Fortress 2 and Fortnite to win large cash prizes for themselves and their team. With it being one of the fastest growing sports due to combining both entertainment and sports during a single world class event, this new arena will be giving the region a major boost to the regional economy thanks to increased tourism. This new arena is sure to host many immersive showdowns, but how has the people reacted?
I think the arena that is opening in Sunderland will be a benefit to the community, especially to the people in the northeast of England, because I feel like there's not that much esports representatives up here, and I feel like with games that are getting more and more popular by the day, you know, Marvel Rivals, Overwatch 2, Valorant, like League of Legends, stuff like that, I feel like they have more representatives up in the northeast of England, and I think that's good for the community. When I first heard about it, I was kind of shocked that it was going to happen, because this area, it's obviously not as big as, you know, places like London or Liverpool, but it is still quite big. It's a big community. You've got Newcastle nearby, obviously local rivals in the football community, but I feel like Sunderland is a good place to set it up, as it's not that far from here. How excited am I? I think I am very excited. If I had to give it like a scale rating, I'd say like maybe like an 8, 9 out of 10, because I feel like the games that I play would not be represented. I'm more of like a fighter game type, but if I wanted to hop on a game like Valorant and try and get into that esports community, then yeah, it'd be very good.
Yes, mostly because I think esports, especially considering how big it is at the moment, it's bringing a lot of money with businesses supporting it, as well as the many financial sponsors bring a lot of money into the region, as well as new jobs opening, considering all the facilities needed to run a giant venue. I didn't think it would go ahead, considering the northeast, and it's not really a very popular destination. Places like Manchester and London are more preferred, or even Glasgow, due to their high population. But I think it's quite beneficial for the area. I'm mostly excited for the local people because, like I said, this is new opportunities, new people. We get people from all across the world come to the northeast, bringing their money, bringing their business. So I imagine they're very excited. Me personally, I think it's very exciting to have something in the local scene as well. Yeah.
I reckon it'll benefit Sunderland just because it's more like local up north, due to like more esports places being down south, like in London and stuff. It means there's actually something up north for people to go see. I was surprised that we would get anything nice up here, just with everything like happening. I'm actually hoping it comes like open soon, because I'd actually like to go to an esports event.
It looks like the people are looking forward to the arena, with gaming in the North East looking more and more promising. I'm Tom Welsh, reporting for North East News.
Looks like even Sunderland is levelling up their game. Thanks, Tom. Now, live music is more popular than ever, so it's important that we keep our music venues alive, and one place in particular is celebrating a huge milestone. Araya Booth is on the scene.
Since 2023, approximately 2 music venues close every week in the UK.
Hard to believe that industry figures show that going to see live music is more popular than ever.
Last year it brought in £8 billion to the UK economy.
And one music venue in particular has been a big part of keeping the music scene alive in the North East for the last 30 years, the Utilita Arena in Newcastle. This arena is following the big 3-0, having not just withstood an economic recession, but also withstanding the COVID-19 pandemic.
The arena first opened its door in 1995 with a basketball match, but by December of that year, David Bowie became the first major music artist to hit the stage. Since then, even Beyoncé have played here.
But what makes this venue so special to be just as popular 30 years on?
You would expect that from somewhere like maybe further down south where things are more popular. Having something like that in the northeast is nothing short of amazing.
It's a lovely gaff.
This arena truly is a staple of the northeast, with it covering 40,000 square meters and being able to house 11,500 fans. I reached out to this arena for a response on what makes this arena so special. Unfortunately, they have yet to get back to me on that.
Here's to another 30 years of the Utilita Arena. And who knows, maybe one day I'll be on stage, but I might need to practice a little more. Araya Booth, North East News.
Good luck, Araya. I know where I'm going for my next music performance. Next, to a different kind of arena, the sports kind. This weekend is the biggie, isn't it, Tom?
Yes, Mason, it is. It's the Tyne & Wear derby, and the match couldn't be a more crucial time for both teams in the Premier League, as they're separated by just 1 point, while Sunderland currently have the upper hand on 23 points and Newcastle 22, but all that can change on Sunday. And along with all that battle going on the pitch, fans and players are preparing for drama off the pitch. One of the most passionate, fierce and at times hateful matches is about to take place right here this weekend, the Tyne & Wear derby. It's the Stadium of Light's turn to host the battle this weekend, and often the focus of the derby is more about what's going on off the pitch than on it. Last season, according to government figures, there were reported 1,932 arrests, 11% less than the previous season, but what I want to know is, what are the police doing to reduce the number of arrests and keep fans and members of the public safe? I received this statement from Assistant Chief Constable Helena Barron of Northumbria Police.
We want to make it clear to anyone who is intent on using the game as an excuse to cause trouble that this will not be tolerated. Anyone found responsible will subsequently face tough action, including criminal prosecution and potentially being handed a football banning order. As well as the increased police presence at the ground, we will also have additional officers in both city centres. Anyone involved in criminality or disorder will be arrested.
Councillor Karen Kilger, leader of Newcastle City Council, added,
A number of partners have robust measures in place to keep supporters and the wider public safe throughout the day, and I would encourage all fans to follow the advice given and ensure that, come Sunday evening, all we're talking about is what happens on the pitch.
It seems that the City Council are against the idea of a bubble match, something that took place in the previous derby match, where the Newcastle supporters had to take official buses to and from the match with a police escort. The idea has often been criticised by the fans in the past for punishing the mass majority of law-abiding, match-going fans. But what do they think of it happening this weekend?
I think they need a police escort because it's for their own protection. It's not just a football match, it's everything.
Unfortunately, it is necessary and it is a shame. But you have the extremes of fans.
Never been, I wouldn't like to be in a crowd if it was a bit unruly, so perhaps it's comforting if there's some police presence there.
With everything to play for this weekend, hopefully the drama stays on the pitch. But my advice, if you don't have a ticket, stay away and keep safe. If the stakes are high, things could get very heated. Tom Welsh, North East News. It's going to be an exciting game. Let's hope everyone behaves both on and off the field. More in the world of sport now. The new Middlesbrough manager, Kim Hellberg, couldn't have had a better start after winning 3 games off the bounce. Could the Smogs make it a 4th against QPR this Saturday? Lando Norris has chased the highest honour in Formula 1 by winning the World Championship, with a total of 7 wins in the campaign, taking the trophy by just 2 points over 4-time winner Max Verstappen. Rugby player Will Stewart is expected to be out for the rest of the season after a ruptured Achilles tendon took him off the pitch last Saturday, and it's been described as very serious and him having a long road ahead to full fitness. Of course, along with all that, it's a huge football weekend for sport in the North East. Keep safe, and that's your lot from me.
Thanks, Tom. Now, let's check out the weekend's weather. For the rest of the day, any showers easing this evening will leave a mostly dry night with clear spells for many, turning locally chilly in some sheltered rural places with a touch of frost, breezy, and also minimum temperature reaching 0 degrees. On Saturday, after a bright and chilly start to the day, increasing cloud will bring outbreaks of rain. Locally will be heavy across the western hills during the day, and will be drier and brighter in sheltered eastern parts, becoming windy. Maximum temperatures will hit 10 degrees. On Sunday, further spells of wet and often windy weather are expected through the period. Heaviest rain falling on west hills, with coastal and upland regions being drier. Temperatures remain above average, and if you're going to the derby or doing your last bits of Christmas shopping, keep wrapped up. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Have a great weekend, and from us all at North East News, good evening.